Hello guys, good afternoon and welcome back. So in this video, I want to show you how to take a newborn baby measurement, a month plus, barely 2 months measurement. Now this outfit will be used to make a clothes for his baptism or an outfit you might wish him to wear. So it's better done when they are sleeping because you will have enough time, to turn them to any position you want. Now, the first thing you have to measure is their chest measurement. So here I have Jaden Tobechuku, my boy. So here we are taking his measurements. Now he's sleeping. Then I will measure from the side of his body to the other side. So whichever measurement I have here, I will times it by 2. So here I have it to be 10.5 times 2 is 21. And of course, you add his allowance. So let's just assume 23 for his chest measurement. So once you have a child that is 1 month plus some weeks, barely 2 months, 23 chest size is ideal for his chest measurement. So this 23 now is the chest measurement. Now, of course, the next you will do is the shoulder. Now, for you to do the shoulder, you have to just turn him sideways, just this way. So you turn him by the side. In most cases, you can just hold him this way, and then you take the measurement from the shoulder point, from here, across to this point. So it's usually 7 to 8 inches, depending on the size of the baby though. Some babies are a bit bigger than others, while some are smaller, right? So you measure from the side of this side, then you measure all through the shoulder. So here I have it to be 7 to 8 inches for the shoulder. Then from wherever you stopped on the shoulder, you take the sleeve length measurement from here. Sleeve length should be somewhere at the elbow. Even though you're making short sleeve for him, right, it should be at the elbow. So the elbow area. So here is 4 inches thereabout. Then of course the round sleeve, somewhere here, you take the round sleeve measurement, it should be within the range of 7 to 8 inches. And of course, you take your top length. So from the shoulder point, the top length should be somewhere on the lap, around 9 to 10 inches for the top length. And of course, you don't need to measure the waist because it's always an elastic waist or a rope on the waist. So you measure the hip. So bear in mind that they must wear pampers while doing this in order to get the fullness of the hip when the pampers is being worn by the baby. Then you measure around as well. Just place the tape under his legs, under his hip region. Place the tape under this way. And then you measure around this way. So the hip is within the range of 20 to 21, 22 inches, depending on how big the baby in question is. After the hip measurement, the next you will measure is the lap. So the lap measurement here we have from the lap point. From here, you measure the roundness of the lap. Here we have it to be 9 to 10, depends as well on the size of the baby as well. Then you measure the knee circumference, the knee from here, round the knee. So the knee is 8 inches, 8.5 or 9. And of course, you measure the ankle. The ankle here is around 7 inches, right? And then the length of the trouser from the waist point, you take the length to be around, it should be around 9 to 10 inches as well. So the top length and the length of trouser is almost in line in most cases. So now the next you will do will be the neck. So you just calmly pass the tape around their neck, and then measure around the neck. So the neck measurement is within the range of 10 inches to 11. So once you're able to get the measurement, and that is all you need to do. So alternatively, the next you will do is to take the measurements from their outfit already, which I will show you here. So alternatively, you could as well take his clothes, the one you bought in the market. Usually these clothes are not exact on their sizes in terms of length. The length of trousers are always bigger than the length, longer than the length of the boy. So you can just as well take the reading from the length of trouser, take the lap measurement. If you observe, what we had on the video is corresponding with this. then take the knee as well, and also take the ankle as well. So this one is a bit longer than the boy's measurement, but then this is also a guide. In case you could not lay your hands on the boy to measure the way I did, you could as well make do with the already bought clothes for them, right? So their trousers must always be this nature, elastic and rope at the waist region. This one was the one I bought in the market. So now for the top, you could as well bring a shirt or a polo, any one you have. Also measure from the inside. Don't measure from the outer part of the outfit. Then you can measure from the armhole from here across to this point, which is still in line with what I had initially. And then measure the shoulder as well. You can take from the center of this shoulder part to this part, you know. You also take the length of the top. So this one is a bit bigger than what we had on the body measurement. Then take the sleeve length. Of course, this sleeve as well is also bigger. So in case you want to do long sleeve, you should make sure you get exact of the length and not an excessive length. Sometimes you can as well decide to make the clothes to be way bigger than them. So they tend to grow inside the clothes, like with time, because they tend to grow rapidly or often or more, rapidly. So now this is how you can carefully take the measurement of 1 month plus some weeks old child, you know. So I'll also show you guys how to cut and make that dress. So if you enjoyed the video you have watched, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ask your questions. I will also teach you more on how to make children's outfits from infant to adolescents. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.